Hey there, Eurekans! I'm Avita Gracie Valentin, your first year level representative, and welcome back to MATHBalik Our topic for today's video is functions. We're going to answer the question, how does functions work? Before we go on to answering that question, let us first know the definition of a function. Function in the literal sense means something that performs a specific task or operation. In the mathematical world, that also applies. Function literally means a process or rule that performs a specific operation. A function is defined as a relation between a set of inputs or domain having one output or codomain each. In simple words, a function is a relationship between inputs where each input is related to exactly one output. Every function has a domain and codomain or range. A function is generally denoted by f of x, where x is the input. The general representation of a function is y equals f of x. In simple explanation, a function is like a machine. Imagine we have a magic box. You put something into that box, it does something to it, then it gives you something back. Let me give you an example. Imagine our problem is x equals 1. Then that means our magic box adds 1 to whatever you put in. If I put in 4, the box adds 1. What do I get? The answer is 5. See, every time you put in a number, the box follows the same rule. It adds 1 or the given value of x. Another example is, imagine if I put 6 people in that box and the box still adds 1 person. What do I got? I got 7 people in that box. That's a function. The rule is take the input or the given value of the input or x, then add it into the equation, then give the output. Now let's go on to identifying if the given is a function or not. Just pause the video until you have an answer. For our first given, f of x is equals to 2x plus 3. Is this a function? The answer is yes. Specifically, it is a linear function because it has the form of mx plus b and its graph is a straight line. Now for our next given, f of x is equals to x squared plus 2 minus 1. Is this a function? The answer is yes. Specifically, it is a quadratic function because it has the form of ax squared plus bx plus c and its graph is a parabola. The third one is x, x plus 1. Is this a function? The answer is yes again. If you encounter this problem, you're just going to add 1 to the given value of x. For example, our given value of input is 7. So f of 7 is equals to 7 and 8. Now for our fourth one, R is a set of ordered pairs where 1 is related to 2 and 3 and 2 is related to 4. Is this a function? The answer is no. Our definition of function is a relation where each input corresponds to exactly one output. And we can see in the given that the input number 1 is repeated and yields to 2 output, which is 2 and 3. This violates the rule of a function. This kind of problem is called one-to-many. If the problem is one-to-many, then it is not a function. Another way to know if the problem is a function is through a vertical line test. The vertical line test is helpful in knowing if a relationship is a function or not. The vertical line test satisfies the definition of a function where every domain x value, there is only one range y value for the function. In the image in front of you, we can see in example A, C, and D, the vertical line passes to 2 points. Whereas in example B, it only passes to 1 point, which is why example B is the only function out of all the 4 examples. Now let's go on to evaluating a function. For our first problem, we have f of x is equals to 2x plus 3, where x is equals to negative 2. For the first step, you're going to substitute negative 2 in the variable x. So we have f of negative 2 is equals to 2 times negative 2 plus 3, which gives us f of negative 2 is equals to negative 4 plus 3. Then the answer is f of negative 2 or f of x is equals to negative 1. For our second example, we have f of x is equals to negative 3x plus 4, where x is equals to 3x minus 1. Like in the first problem, we are just going to substitute the value of x into the variable x. So we have f of 3x minus 1 is equals to negative 3 times 3x minus 1 plus 4. Our next step is to use the distribution method. So negative 3 times 3x, we will have negative 9x. And negative 3 times negative 1, we will have positive 3. So we have negative 9x plus 3 plus 4. Then we will combine like terms. And the answer is f of x is equals to negative 9x plus 7. And that is all for our video. This is the references and the images used. Once again, I'm Avita Grace de Valentin, your first year level representative. Keep on learning Eurekans, and that in all things, God may be glorified. Thank you for watching.